All right. Come on, say it. Get it off your chest. It's like having breakfast with a waxwork.
I thought you said there was nothing else to say on the subject.
There isn't. Hayley or Harold, he, she or it, whatever they want to call themselves, is fired. I'm going to do it as soon as I get to the office. My mind is made up, but I don't suppose it's going to stop you having your say.
Oh, too right it isn't. So she was a fella, so big deal.
It's a bit different than changing the colour of your hair, isn't it?
Well, it's about as important when it comes to working for you.
I've told you, I can't stand a disruption if those girls were to find out. You know what they're like. Do you know what? I'm probably doing Hayley a favour.
A favour? Oh, you are priceless, Mike. You're a bigot. Do you know that?
What are you talking about, woman?
Oh, all right. Look, what if Greg Kelly was a woman who'd had an operation to turn into a man? Or would you fire him?
Don't be stupid, Alma. They can't do that. Can they? Anyway, it's different. I mean, he doesn't work on the shop floor. He works with me. I can handle that. Now, any disruption on those machines would lead to cancelled orders, and I'm sorry. No, she's just got to go. Sorry.
Hayley, are you sure you want to go in today? Why don't you ring in sick, tummy bug or some such thing?
I've got to get on with my life, Roy. I can't hide away just because Mr. Baldwin's found out about my past.
I suppose not.
Anyway, Alma's told me she's persuaded him to keep it to himself and keep me on, so... After all, he's no complaints about my work, has he?
Mr. Baldwin has never struck me as a particularly broad-minded man. He could make life very difficult for you.
Perhaps you'd rather I'd taken a job further away then, Roy. Like Amsterdam, maybe.
Hayley.
What do you reckon, Ken? A pocket-sized dictionary I can take everywhere with me, or this brick of a thing?
Well, where dictionaries are concerned, Toy, there's no compromise. Size really does matter.
What, like more words, more word power, you mean?
That's right, yeah. You know, you might do better with a thesaurus.
A what?
A thesaurus. A dictionary explains the meaning of words. A thesaurus gives you an alternative word that means the same thing.
What's the use in that?
Well, sometimes another word is a better expression.
You mean sound cleverer?
Well, yes.
So, you mean it'll make anything I write sound and brainy?
It can have that effect, yeah.
No, thanks. I have this and another copy of...
Of the magazine. Yeah. There we go. Alec, what on earth are you doing?
Bit old for paper rounds, aren't you, Mr. Gilroy? I think it's disgusting, is that? Taking jobs off young kids.
Look, just less of your cheek, if you don't mind, young lady. As a matter of fact, I've just been checking on the rounds. This is what is left of that Gatley lad's delivery up Bessie Street.
Oh, what happened?
Well, I only caught him pushing the papers through the letterbox and lifting the milk off the step at the same time.
What, stealing?
Yes, bold as brass, Penny Road. I sacked him on the spot. Don't suppose you'd like to earn a bob or two, would you, and finish the round off?
What, delivering papers? Sorry, but I've got to say it's not anything.
What, in the next hour? Look, I'll make it worth your while.
£5.
£2.50. And you'll be grateful.
£3.50. You're desperate.
Good girls.
Lost summer.
Not anymore.
What are you doing with them papers?
Well, seeing as you've gone cold on lending me the money to buy Natalie out, got to find someone who will, Anna.
What, are you going for a loan?
Got a bank this afternoon.
You're putting up this house as security.
No other choice, have I?
And when were you planning on telling me? This is my house and all, you know.
Yeah, and some blokes would say that money of yours is mine as well.
That's my inheritance, Kevin.
Fine. But how do you think I'm supposed to feel having to go to the bank for a loan with my wife sitting on 50 grand doing now?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but my mind's made up.
Right. Been the Rovers before I go, if you change it again.
Men who dress like teenagers are seriously sad. No, are pitiful.
Tea, please, Roy. Yes, of course, sir. Curly, do you mind if I ask you something personal?
Well, you can ask, I might answer you.
It's just that I noticed you've changed your image.
Well, not as such, no, Roy. It's more of a development, a development of my personality.
Ah, see, that's interesting.
Oh, great.
Because my point is, if you'd needed to do more than just change your clothes and cut your hair, would you have done it?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, if your body was demanding other changes in order for your personality to develop.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roy, I'm not with you there.
No, perhaps that's best. 40 pence, please.
Cheers, thanks. There you go. Thanks.
Hiya.
Hiya. So, what's all this then, eh? A love letter to Leonardo DiCaprio, is it?
Well, it's my article, actually. Anyway, what's another word for nerd?
Oh, I don't know. Laughingstock.
Brilliant. Cheers.
See this? Toya's going to be the next editor of the News of the World.
Is she? Well, she'll have plenty to write about round here.
Right,
There we are. We don't want your scoop falling into the wrong hands, do we?
cheers.
Any good, is it?
It's, well observed, I'd say.
Ah, there you are. I wondered when you'd show your face again.
Well, I only just nipped to the Rovers, check everything was OK.
Well, maybe you ought to spend more time looking after Jack and Vera and less messing things up over here.
I don't follow you, Ken. Where's that Battersby offspring? Is she not back yet?
Yeah, she's back, and I sent her out while we sorted out this little mess that you've left for us.
And which mess is that?
Why? How many are there going to be? I'm talking about Mrs. Gatley, Alec, the mother of the boy you fired this morning.
Oh, come to plead for leniency, had she?
Come to post your head through that letterbox in Bessie Street, more like.
What? Coming on a bit strong, was she? Still, I'm sure you handled it with great tact and diplomacy.
She
Ken.
says that her boy claims he wasn't stealing.
Well, he would, wouldn't he? I mean, you know that. You're a teacher.
Yes, and I also know you don't go clipping kids around the ear.
What was I supposed to do? Give him a sweet?
You're not supposed to do anything, Alec. We're lucky you didn't get the police involved.
The police?
For assault.
Oh, nonsense.
Look, I'm warning you, Alec. God knows why Rita had to ask you to keep an eye on things while she's away, but I'm not going to let you run her business into the ground while she's gone.
There you say. Look at her. I know she's a proper little workhorse, but she's never lifted her head up once yet.
It'll be man trouble. Bet you.
It's a good job he didn't take the rest of us like that. We'd all be on half days.
Hey up.
Hayley, come in the office, will you?
What's all that about then?
You better not be giving her a bonus because of all extra stuff she's shifting.
Shut the door, Hayley.
Mr. Baldwin, I know what this is about.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. It's a pity you didn't let me in on it when you asked me for a job.
I didn't see it as important.
You didn't think it was important.
Mr. Baldwin, it doesn't affect how good I am at my job.
Oh, it's not as easy as that.
Isn't it?
I've got that lot to think about. I've got to consider the repercussions if they find out the truth about you.
Well, they wouldn't. There's no reason why they should.
I'm sorry. I've got to let you go.
Please,
Now,
Mr.
this is the
Baldwin.
best way. Look, don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. Just pick up your stuff and go. It's best this way. Less awkward, less time for questions.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'll send your pay on to you.
So what's crack then? You kind of sacked her because she weren't pulling her weight.
She loved that job, she did.
She'd never late, she'd never have been thieving, not Hayley.
Oh, not her. Just doesn't make sense. I'd have thought Baldwin would have been more likely to sack rest of us and have Hayley as a one-woman factory all to himself.
All dressed up for the bank manager, are you?
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it?
What do you know about Baldwin getting rid of Hayley?
Sorry, Janice, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. You and him as thick as thieves in that office of his.
Talking sales, yeah. How he manages his staff's up to him.
Sacking your best workers for nout is a funny way of managing staff, if you ask me.
Hey, I'll be back.
Here you are. You've got to keep your strength up.
Thanks, Roy.
I'll get you another cup of tea. That's stone cold.
kind.
I do care about you, Hayley. Very deeply. You do know that, don't you?
Can't everybody be like you, Roy?
I suppose the world would be a very strange place if they were.
Hayley, I've come round to see if you're all right, love.
Hayley has been unfairly dismissed. She's fine now. She's with me.
Well, we were gobsmacked. What was it? What did you say you'd done?
Thanks for dropping by, Ida, but I don't want to talk about it.
Well, don't you worry, girls are behind you, every one of us, and we'll get Baldwin sorted out. He can't do that to one at lasses. We'll see. I'll see you.
Well, at least I've still got the friends I made at factory.
Yeah. Don't you think you'd better go after her?
Why?
Well, he clearly hasn't said anything yet, but if Mrs. Clough and the others put pressure on Mr. Baldwin, he might feel obliged to explain his actions.
Oh, I don't know, Roy. Maybe it's best if he does. Then at least there'll be no more secrets and we all know where we stand. I'm going to go home.
I'll come with you.
Sorry, Roy, but I want to be on my own.
Listen, Sal, I know you're not keen on using the house as security, but I can't think of any other way of raising the cash.
If I'm not prepared to use my mother's money, you mean?
Yes! Look, Sal, it should be okay. The business is sound and I'll work like a dog at it.
What if it all goes wrong? What if you have an accident like Jim MacDonald and you can never work again?
I'm not saying there's no risk, Sal. But what happens if Natalie sells up and I get lumbered with another partner who wants me out? I could end up losing the business I've worked all my life for.
You better get going or you're going to be late for your meeting.
It wouldn't be a risk, though, Sal. Not with your money.
I've told you the answer to that, Kevin. And I'm not going to change my mind.
I swear. I don't understand you, Sal.
Here comes Mr. Saturday Night Fever. I wonder if his voice has gone up an octave since he started wearing them trousers. You'll have to serve him, Natalie. I can't trust myself. Yes, Curly. Pint, is it?
No. A bottle of lager, please. No glass.
So, how are you settling into your new image?
This isn't a new image. I've always been like this on the inside, Natalie. I've just decided to, let it out.
Right. Well, you know what they say, don't you? Some things are just best left hidden.
If Baldwin can sack Hayley just like that, if you ask me, no one's safe.
Maybe he's sick, because he don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's got a split personality, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
No, there's only one side to Baldwin. The bad one.
Well, there's only one other possibility, then. He's been trying to have his way with her.
You what?
And some bosses are like that. They get these young lasses, and when they won't play ball, they sack them.
You reckon Hayley?
Look how she got job. Out of nowhere. She was so grateful for it. She's right pickings for a little swine like that.
Well, that looked a bit heavy just then.
Kevin's gone to see his bank manager to see if he can borrow the money to buy Natalie out, as I won't give it to him.
And do you think he'll get it?
I don't know. He reckons his business is rock solid. He wants to use the house as security.
And how do you feel about that? I mean, half the house is yours, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I know it's a risk, but I know that Kevin will work hard.
I don't doubt it, but, if ever you were to split up, and let's face it, it's probably only a matter of time, isn't it? You'd never be able to get hold of half the value of the house. Not if it was tied up as security for a loan.
I'll have a packet of fags before I clock back on, Ken, please. Oh, yeah. Best make the most of my little pleasures while I still can.
Yeah, that sounds ominous.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
Oh, Baldwin. Sacked early this morning. If he can fire an eager beaver like that, for nout, the rest of us had better look to his backs. Hey, mind you, I'd have reckoned that he had a bit more on his mind than his sewing when he got rid of her.
Honest?
Anyway, if he's in firing mood, better not be late.
Right, there you go, Janice.
Oh, before you go, I wonder if I could interest you in a packet of these. They're new, just the thing for sucking on during a long afternoon's hard toil behind a sewing machine. They're very good, very tasty.
What, are you giving him away? Promotion, like?
No, but they're very good, very chewy.
I hate chewy mints. They give me awful phlegm. See ya.
What were all that about?
Selling, young lady. In case you hadn't noticed, this is a shop. You're lingering in like an upturned goldfish.
She came in for a packet of fags, not mints.
The trouble is, the customer never knows what they want until the shopkeeper tells them. And from the look of these figures here in this book, no one's telling them they want these here mints.
But my mum don't like mints. I could have told you that.
Well, whether she likes them or not is irrelevant.
Just a moment, Alec. I'm not sure I like what you're suggesting here.
There's no to like or dislike. It's a mere technique of selling. Whenever a punter comes through that door, whether it's for paper or fags, I want you asking them if they want a packet of these chewy mints.
Yeah, but if they wanted them, they'd ask for them.
No, Toya's right. What you're talking about is pressurising the customer to buy something that they don't want.
Look, Kenneth, I wouldn't expect you to understand. I mean, you're not a professional in the line of commerce. What we're talking about is an accepted tool of the trade.
Well, it's one that I'm not using, and that's final.
I see.
Hey, Natalie!
Yes, Curly.
Listen, what did you mean when you said earlier that some things are best left hidden?
Oh, nothing.
Now, come on, tell me.
Well, it's just not you, is it? All the flash gear and the earrings.
Well, how do you mean?
You're a lovely bloke. At least the old Curly is, and I just don't want you made into, you know, a laughingstock.
Oh, laughingstock? Oh, thanks, yeah.
Can I come in?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Is he back from the bank yet?
Yeah, sounds like it's a go.
Have you thought about what I said?
I'm not letting Kevin have any of my money, Greg. But I can't deny him the only chance he's ever going to get of finding it.
You might regret it.
Besides, if I did leave him, there must be some other way of sorting out my half of the house.
Well, none that I know of.
Anyway, it's not as if I haven't got any money, is it?
No, it's not. So, have you told him about the underwear parties then?
You make it sound like it's some sort of orgy.
Well?
I'll tell him to.
I'm sorry, Curly, but you know me. I speak as I find.
Well, thanks for your honesty, Natalie, but in future it'd be easier if you keep your opinions to yourself.
Well, if you're happier in your little fantasy, then fine.
That's one thing my life is not. A fantasy. And I'm sick of it.
Oh, come on, Curly, it's not that bad. I mean, look, you've got a good job.
A job is not a life, Natalie.
No, I suppose not, but...
You see, that's all I am. Norman Watts. Manager. Weatherfield. Furman's Freezers. I wear a boring suit for work. I wear a pair of jeans and a T-shirt every night at the Rovers, apart from the annual Weatherfield Traders Dinner and Dance. And I go to that on my own.
What, and dressing up like a Wally's gonna change all that?
See, that's it. I want to change. I don't have to dress up to be a laughingstock. I'm not already. That's why my wife's in Kuala Lumpur. She thinks I'm a sad prat. She wants a divorce.
Roy?
Ah, Mrs. Baldwin, I wish I could say it was a pleasure to see you.
I don't know what to say.
I think you've probably said quite enough already, don't you?
Is Hayley here?
No, she's gone home, and I'd thank you not to bother her there if you don't mind.
Look, I'm as shocked and angry as you are that Mike sacked Hayley.
Hayley took you for her friend. She trusted you with her deepest secrets.
Well, I am her friend, and you can't believe how wretched I feel about all this.
How do you think Hayley feels? It wasn't just a new job at that factory, it was the start of a new life. And you and your Neanderthal husband have destroyed that. Have you the tiniest idea what that could do to her?
Ah, the curtain comes down on another day's profits, Kenneth.
Oh, we made some then, have we? Without pushing a packet of mints under the nose of every poor soul that walked in.
For today, yes. But I still want to see them chewy mints shifted. I don't want products or staff resting on the laurels while Rita's away.
Yes, well, before you put the cabin up for the Hard Sell of the Year award, don't forget that this is Rita's shop and they're her customers.
Don't you worry, Ken. I only have Rita's best interests at heart.
And, where are you going with that?
But you don't leave money in the till overnight, Ken. What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, what a day. I'm absolutely starving. If that Greg brings in any more new orders, I'm going to have to buy a bigger factory.
Well, you better stop sacking your staff for no reason then, hadn't you?
Oh, here we go again. A decision has been made, and now it's done.
And how am I supposed to feel about that?
Oh, I know you let the cat out the bag, but it's no good crying over spilt milk. He, she, or it will get another job, so don't worry.
Oh, but I am worried, Mike. I'm worried about what sort of man I've married. Have you any idea what Hayley has been through?
Oh, I don't want to know.
That is typical. You know, you're ignorant, Mike, in every sense of the word.
Hey, hang on a minute. I've got a factory to run.
Oh, come on, stop hiding. This has got nothing to do with running a factory. The truth is you are an ignorant, insensitive pig. Just when that girl needed a helping hand, what do? You pull your bother boots out and you kick her in the teeth. Well, you make me sick.
Hi, Kev. Just sit down, I'm dishing it up.
Right, I'm starving. Where's the kids?
They're upstairs. They've already had their tea. Yeah.
Thanks.
Kevin, I just wanted you to know that I don't mind about you using the house as security. I know there's nothing to worry about with where you'd run the garage.
I'll have to wait and see. Nothing's signed it out yet.
And well, I've got some good news for you.
What sort of good news?
I've got a new job.
A new job? What sort of new job?
Well, it's sort of promotion, I suppose. It's sales at the factory.
How come?
Well, I'd still be doing my day job there, but this is selling their new line. Sexy underwear. You know, like they have at them women's houses in parties.
What, a night?
Yeah, 3 nights a week.
You what? You are joking, aren't you?
No, I thought you'd be glad it's extra money for garage.
So we don't need any extra money. You've got 50 grand in your account.
Will you shut up about that 50 grand?
No, I won't. Because to be honest, Al, I don't understand. I'm going to be working all hours God sends to keep this roof over our head now. And you're telling me you're going out 3 nights a week selling frilly knickers after you've spent all day in the factory? Look, Sal, we've got more money in our bank account than we've ever had in our life. What's going on? What are you planning to do? Run off with it all?